Leo! Oh my God, he's going into a cabinet. Oh well. I'm very loving to him. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, ArdelleVision, where it is my hope to inspire you to capture the vision of your life. Now, if you are new here, hi! Please remember to subscribe to my channel and to click that little gray bell to be notified the moment I upload another video every Wednesday and on the weekends. Today, we're going to be talking about something that has been plaguing my life a lot lately, which is forgetfulness. Forgetfulness. Your brain, an ADHD brain, your working memory is right here in your prefrontal cortex. Our prefrontal cortex ain't as developed as other people's is. We only have so much active working knowledge that we can just kind of hold on to. It's kind of like open tabs in a computer. We tend to pull up unnecessary tabs that don't help you work on what you need to work on or focus on. With ADHD, we hold on to stupid things like worrying or projecting into the future, or holding on to something that is unnecessary, like wanting to remember, to buy something off of Amazon Prime when you don't even know if you need it. That's a terrible example. But when you have a non-functioning prefrontal cortex, it makes active decision-making and remembering a little more difficult, because your prefrontal cortex basically helps you with focusing on thoughts, enabling yourself to pay attention, and learn and concentrate on goals. If that's not in working order, life can be a bit of a challenge. My short-term memory is not the greatest. I forget to lock my door. I forgot the other day to close my door. I forgot that I had started dinner. The fire wasn't on, but I had everything set out on the counter, had drawers and cabinets open, went into one room, started working on my bullet journal to remember things, and then I go into my office to work on looking up stuff on my computer, and before I know it, I have 17 different tabs open. Obviously, because we distract easily, that is one reason why we can be forgetful. By being forgetful and distracting easily, we also don't complete things, which is frustrating. And because we don't complete things, or we're not concise with the way we follow through on completing minimal, simple tasks, we end up missing deadlines because we're easily distracted and we don't go in a linear direction in the way we follow through with completing tasks. Even as simple as remembering what you're going to say in a conversation if somebody's talking, which I think goes into why we kind of cut people off, because we're afraid if we don't say it now, we're going to forget it. So ways in which that you can help your struggling memory. One is to break things down. Break things down in the sense of, if you're going to clean your apartment, start with the kitchen. When you're in the kitchen, start with the dishes. Don't multitask. Complete one task before you go on to the next with anything in your life. There's no such thing as multitasking. Like when people are like, oh, I'm good at multitasking, you're juggling and you could have the potential of dropping a ball, and you're not going to do any one of those tasks to the fullest of your potential. Another thing you could do is to obviously write things down. Another thing you could do is visualize. I've read a lot about visualization. If you're on your way home and you need to go to the grocery store because you have 3 things you need to remember, visualize yourself getting those things, and that visual act will be a reinforcement for yourself. Like the other day when I needed to get batteries, went to Target, got a bunch of things, got home, and realized the moment I actually quite literally walked into my apartment, I didn't have the batteries. I just started laughing because I was like, I feel like my brain was like, watch this. Another thing you could do, I feel like the checklist is a really good thing for people with ADHD. It's actually something that when I read up about it, I was like, yep, that's what I do. That's what I do. I make a checklist for my YouTube videos, because if I don't make a checklist, it is crazy how many videos I've uploaded, but how many times I've forgotten to do little simple steps along the way. And so set yourself up for success. Another quick story is, back in the day, I lived with a friend and we had 2 cats, and I was terrible at helping with a kitty litter box. Like, I could tell that my friend was getting really annoyed. Shout out to my best friend, Nathan. It was like, what can we do about this? And I didn't even know I had ADHD at the time. And I just went to my computer and I created a quick spreadsheet, but just 2 columns. One was Nathan, one was Ardell, and it was every other day either of us did it. And I printed it out and I cut it out per week, so we tore it off whenever a week was over, and it worked seamlessly. I was actually really impressed by myself and really, really grateful that it worked, because we just had a little pin velcroed to the side of the wall above the kitty litter box, and we would just sign it. Whoever did it that day would just color it in. And if one of us skipped a day, it was so easy to then be gracious toward the other person, like, don't worry, I got it this time. And we started being able to keep tabs on one another, not in a negative way, but in a respectful way of making sure that things got done as opposed to forgetting it and other people having to constantly pick up your slack. Another thing you could do is have a routine. Place things in the same spot and always put them there when you get home or in your car or wherever it is. Another thing that I found on the internet, which made me laugh, is to make up songs or rhymes about things that you need to get done. I don't know if that's something I'm gonna do, but it might work if you have kids. Although I am known to write a song or two. They are hits in my family, and we could create an album off of all the stupid songs that we've made up. I laughed when I read that, so make a song or a rhyme if you need to. It actually does help, acronyms help, and grouping things help. A group is in one of those open tabs as opposed to having an individual tab for remembering separate things. Last tip that I've looked up on the internet that I saw in abundance: exercise across the board is always the #1 way to empower your brain, strengthen your brain, whether it's forgetfulness or anything, depression, anxiety, ADHD. If exercise can be put into a pill form, it would still be the #1 selling drug. Please, if you enjoyed this video, share with all your friends. Let me know by giving it one big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you like what you see, and click that little gray bell to be notified the moment I upload another video. Every Wednesday on all things ADHD, mental well-being, and personal development. And in all true Ardelle fashion, I really do want you to know that you are in my prayers, and I really hope that you have a good rest of your week. I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Over the rainbow.